right, so I'm going to now start. I'm going to start sharing my screen, so you confirm immediately you see my screen. So let's go to demo folder, and then here we are. Okay, open file location, and let's open with VS Code. Let me try to call where we are setting up to see. What do you even call it? Okay, somebody is joining. Okay, yeah. Good evening, Mr. Francis. Welcome to the class. Hello, Mr. Francis, can you hear me? Yeah, so I'm getting feedback. You were in the class yesterday. I would want to get feedback from you. How would you rate yesterday class overall? Let's say 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. How will you rate it?
Who has a kind of small particles of angle of thoughts.
Oh, hello, Mr. Chukwuemeka. Please, can you join the meeting? Yeah. All right, please kindly join the meeting. Yes, please, you can speak.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I am Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say a very big thank you to our able coach. It's not Jacob. Yesterday training was very insightful and very simple to even a common man who doesn't even know any language at all in the tech industry. You really tried by bringing it to that level.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you for that. And everybody will also stay with us to the end.
Yeah.
Appreciation once again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, our coach.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, thank you. I see your comment. Thank you. All right, and I'm happy that you all learned from it. So let me permit this person. Please, can you confirm you can see my screen? Can you confirm you can see my screen? All right. I'm thinking if I should use VS Code or Visual Studio Code. What do you think? Should I go with notebook, or I should use this? Anything you say now, I will do it.
Prefer Jupyter.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go with Jupyter Notebook. All right.
Can you hear me, sir?
I'm with you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
I just prefer VS Code for JavaScript, and then when it comes to Python, I prefer Jupyter Notebook. I don't prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it all boils down to choices and also what you are building. We can go with the link yesterday class for some. Yeah. So it all boils down to what you want to build. So let me quickly start the Visual Studio, the Notepad, so we can see. We'll take it up from there. And the next screen you shall see is Jupyter. So it's a Jupyter Notebook. All right. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to the world of Pandas and NumPy, and what the data cleaning is all about. So when we talk about Pandas and NumPy, which is part of what I was saying earlier on before we get started, these are libraries and also packages that Python provide for us in order to manipulate data. So I didn't explain more, go into deep when I was talking about list data structure yesterday. So in the world of data science and machine learning, you now get to know more about NumPy, and it's part of what you will learn in my 12 weeks, where I go detail to show you what NumPy really is and how to use it. So what's my point? What I'm trying to say now is, tonight I'm going to show you how we can use NumPy and Pandas to analyze data. And what is data really? So let me quickly show you from here before I close this. So this is the data set we are going to analyze tonight. Oh, it's not showing anything. Why? Okay, yeah. So this is the data set. I hope, can you see it? Just say yes. Can you see the screen? Can you see the data set?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So this is an automobile CSV file for that is messy. So these data here are not correct. They are not clean. Okay. And for you to use them, any data, if you are building a machine learning model, you need data. If you are analyzing anything, you need data. No machine learning or no data science can work without data. You need data to give you the desired information. All right. So if you want to analyze anything, for example, there is what we call first of all, getting information about that data. Take for example, this data don't have empty spaces. Okay, so I won't say much here, but the example I want to show you is, let's say you sell clothes. Okay, you sell clothes, for example, and this clothes that you sell, your customers, you have a spreadsheet or a kind of database that store who is buying, how many they are buying, the time they bought, and their name and email. You are storing it in a file somewhere. Now the person that is recorded the price, the date, but did not record the name of the person, the date they bought, and how much they paid. All right. So in such a situation, you will not be able to analyze that data if there are such data. Okay, if there are such data in the information you are getting from your customers, you will be able to analyze the data very well. All right. And that is where data analysis comes in. So data analysis comes in a situation where you want to be sure that the data are accurate and correct, and there are no missing values. Because if there are missing values, like I said earlier, there is no way you will be able to analyze the data properly. Okay, so to analyze any data, you need the data to be accurate and there is no missing value. And if there are missing values, you need a way to handle those missing values. So that is what I'm trying to explain tonight, that in analyzing any data, the first thing you need to do is to clean the data. And what are the processes to cleaning the data? First, you need to know the categorical data. For those of you that that are not new here, you understand what I mean by categorical data, right? Am I correct? Yeah. So there are categorical data and non-categorical data. So let's say you have a field that you have 4, and the 4 is written in letters, FOUR, right? So for you to analyze that column, you will need to convert it to numerical data. I don't know if you are getting me. Do you all understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
All right. So the data analysis is very, very important, but before you can analyze any data, you need to clean it. All right. So, and I've given the reasons why cleaning those data are very important. And I said that one of the reasons is when you have data that have inconsistency or missing values. The date is there, the amount the client or the customer paid is not there, the date they paid, their email and other informations are not there, or the customer drop email, drop address, drop the amount, but the number that he dropped is not correct. Number is supposed to be 11, but you are having 5 numbers. So these are data that are not correlating there, and you need to clean them before you make analysis and visualization. So, and I won't go into visualization tonight. Tomorrow we are going to go into machine learning and AI. Okay. So but tonight, so let's go into it. I think with this I've laid the foundation why it is necessary to clean data. Now the first thing I want you to know is when you are cleaning any data, okay, when you want to use any you want to clean any data, you will need to load the data. Okay, and how do you load the data? How do you load the data? Take for example, if I want to load any data, for example, so let me show you something. I think right now let me show my entire screen so that I'll be able to show you how I am. So one of the things you want, I'm trying to show you now is how to add another file, your CSV file or XML file or whatever file it is that you want to analyze. How to add it to your what? To your Jupyter is what I want to show you right now. So if we now go here, I'm now going to show my entire screen so that I'll show you how I'm going to do it like this, right? So now you can see my whole screen. So if I come here, so this is where all my files are, right? So I'm now going to look for a demo file, demo folder. Okay, that should be in desktop. So if we open desktop, you see I should be see the automobile somewhere here.
It was on top of desktop.
Oh, on desktop.
No, on top, as in go back.
Where?
It's not on your desktop. Go back to your roots. You see it.
Oh, wow. Okay, you that. Okay. Let's go back to the roots like this. Okay. Thank you. You are the best. No, this is for the Java. This thing I did. It's not. I think I have demo up to 3 folders. The automobile should be somewhere here now. Sorry, let me search for it. So we say automobile. Where is it? Okay, it's inside download demo. So go to download. Where is it? Okay, downloads. Then we'll go to demo. Okay, so now this is the file we want to use, right? So you can see the directory of how we got here. So if I copy it from here now and I copy it, are you seeing the way I'm copying the address? Are you seeing it? So I'm just going to stop at this download here. Okay, so and oh no, this file has been altered. It's up to 200 and something. Oh, this is not even the real one. Anyway, so so now I want to add it to the environment, to the coding environment that I want to do. So I want to load the data, but before then I will need to install NumPy and Pandas. So how do I do it? For me to install it, what I need to do is to
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, boss.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Please, sorry for taking you back.
Okay.
Can you go back and reopen how you copy this thing again?
How I copied what?
How you get to that route?
Oh, it's simple. So once your terminal is loading like this, now don't close this terminal while your Jupyter is loading. If you close it, you have closed your Jupyter will no longer be running. That's one. So once you load it here, then it opens here, and here you can, this is the root, which means this is the root of the whole file I have. So I have to navigate to where that file is, which is in download. Okay, I go to download like this, and then I now go to demo, and then I see the file here. Right now I copy this part, so you can right click here and you copy the part. It will tell you, so you can copy it. Okay, copy, Okay, and you can copy the path. So this is the path you are going to use when you want to load your data, and that was what I was about explaining. So if we now go back to our code now, let me even delete this since I can just go there. So now the first thing we need to do is to install pandas and NumPy here. So I'll do pip install pandas like this. I'll do pip install pandas, and then so now Python allows us to install many libraries and packages with one line. So we install pandas, and then I can come here and just type NumPy. So I'm installing the two package. Is it package or library now? Whatever. I'm installing them with just one line. Okay, so I will run the code like this. Okay, and then allow it to install. Now, while we are waiting for it to finish installation, now I want to show you how to load your data. So now Python give us different methods to load different type of data. So Excel file, CSV file, XML file, HTML file, they are all different. And if you are going to analyze any data from any type of data I just called, let's say an Excel file, you will need to use the method. So if I create I say import pandas, for example, pandas as pd. Now the as here is an alias. All right, when you get to the class, I will tell you what it means, just what this import keyword is doing, and each of these. All right, but then for now I'll just tell you that import pandas as this as here is an alias, just the same way you can say that my name is Oji, aka Oji Money. Anyway, so it's just a nickname. So you want to give a nickname that you can realize. Why is that? Because of library repeating the actual name in your file, which may cause conflict. Okay, so we should say pandas as pd like this. Okay, the same thing, we can import NumPy. Say import NumPy. Please, can you hear me? NumPy as np. Can you hear me? Okay, so it's installing. Can you see how it is? So you can see that it has successfully installed, right? Let me be sure I'm not talking to myself. Okay, all right, thank you so much, Francis. Yeah, okay, yes. Mr. I don't know, your picture is not showing, but you raise your hand. Mr. Peter, yes, please shoot your question, Mr. Peter.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to ask, can we go back to your Jupyter notebook?
Okay.
Not yet, your Jupyter home.
My Jupyter home. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Where you were trying to copy the path.
Okay, here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just don't know the first word you used. So I was just thinking, instead of copying the paths, is it not just easier to just click on upload, then get the file? Was that the first method you showed them?
No. So if you are uploading, for example, it means you are picking it from each of your file. But I already have access to my files already. Okay, so if I create a new folder, for example, or I create, so like this new here now, if I create a new folder, I will need to add this file there in that directory. But I didn't create a folder. So if I create a folder, I'll just say, okay, I'll navigate inside that folder and upload this automobiles file inside that folder. But I did not create it, and that's why I have access to this. So if you look at it very well, if we go back here, here, all right, you can see that I'm not in any folder, and the file is just there. This is where I am. So basically, I'm just demoing. So if I'm doing anything serious, of course, I have to create a folder that will house everything. Okay. Now, is that point clear? Do you understand, sir?
It's fine, okay.
All right. So yes, it's actually.
And
Yeah.
And this command DIP, what does it mean?
Where is that?
In PIP install that we normally use.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Python install package is an acronym that stands for Python install package. So it's a package. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a package manager that allow you to install package and libraries in Python. Just like you have in other language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now in this Pandas and NumPy, there is no comma separating them. And
No,
you
don't need any comma to separate them. If I want to even install matplotlib, I can go ahead and add it and say matplotlib. Yeah, so Python allow you to install all of that with just one line. So you don't need to repeat yourself. Pip install Pandas, pip install matplotlib, pip install NumPy. No, you can.
And after we have done this, now let's say we are working on another file, maybe tomorrow. Do we need to install it again? Since
No. If you install it, you don't need to install again. It's already there. Except you create another folder where you have something else specific going on. That is when you can stop.
Okay, right now we are working on automobile. Let's say tomorrow I'm working on health, and I needed a NumPy or Pandas.
You can install. No, you don't need to install. Except, listen to me. Except you create a new folder. Inside that folder, you want to do new things. Yes, but if it is the same folder, you don't need to install again.
Sorry, I'm confused here. What do you mean by folder?
Oh gosh. Okay, so here. So no problem. So here I want to create a new, and I want to create no. So let me not create it here. So let's go to the home. So I want to create a class now. I mean a new folder. I'll say new folder like this. Okay, and then I'll call it a class. Okay, let's just call it class. Now I open this folder. Nothing is happening inside this folder, right? Now I can create a new file here where I'll call it and open this a new Python 3 kernel. Okay, so this is what allow you to run the Python kernel, right? So I can start it off from here, and everything that I will do will be inside this folder. So if I install NumPy, Pandas, or whatever library inside here, and I'm no longer working with a new data set, I'm now working with a new data set other than matplotlib, the automobile CSV, I can still do it on except I'm no longer in this folder again, but the one I've installed, I can keep using it. Hello? All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. I think it's better to take question later. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. So let's go. Okay. So we have import Pandas. We have import NumPy. So now we want to load our data. For us to load our data, I will now create a new cell. Now there are different things. So what I did is wrong. So if you want to create a new empty line like this, you click on this one. That's to go to the top. This one will go down like this. So but if you click here, you are saying that you want to duplicate an existing cell. Anyway, that's that. So now if I want to load a data set, for example, I can do let's say NumPy PD or demo, whatever variable I want to. You can give the variable like this, and then just call PD, and then call the dot read method. Oh, sorry. Okay. Please let this thing not hang. Sorry, let me quickly. Let me exchange this. Sorry, please. Just give me a sec. Let me close. Which one should I go close? Let me close this. Sorry, please. Where is it? No, it's tab here, and then I can close here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. So I said that if I want to load a new data set, for example, I can do something like this where I'll call the PD and then provide the method that will read the data. Okay, and how do I do that? I can do something like this. Okay, so let's do. I'm outside of the file already. Okay, here. Okay, so I can do now. If I do to underscore CSV like this, okay, that means you are trying to create a CSV file. But if I do read underscore CSV file like this, okay, and then inside there you provide the name of your file. Okay, so this is a method that you can use to load your data. Okay, and then inside here, so now this is what I was saying. Inside here, where is that place? I can now go back and copy that file. Hope you can see the screenshot. I can go back and copy the file, go to the root, go to download, then go to demo, and then copy the automobile directory like this. Copy the path, and then inside here I'm going to now paste the path like this, so it should be inside the quote like this. So this is how you can load your data. Okay, this is how you can load your data, but then this is not how I want to do it tonight. Okay, so what I want to do now is, but do you understand what I'm doing here? Any question around this, so that I'll just go. I just want to create a single function that will be able to load and clean a data, and then create a new clean data for us. That's what I want to achieve tonight. So do you understand? I just try to do this so that you understand what we want to do whenever you want to load your data set. Is this point clear? Yes, Mr. Peter, go ahead.
Sorry for taking us back. That was why I asked my question initially.
Okay.
I'm just putting into consideration beginners. So
Okay.
instead of getting them confused with the path and all that,
Yeah.
You can actually upload the file in that root directory.
Okay.
So you don't need to refer to the path. That's one.
Oh.
Then you mentioned as well that you can read different types of files, CSV, HTML files, JSON files, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, I'm just trying to flow with the class though. Sorry, can you just come back to where you wrote read underscore CSV?
Yeah, I'm there already. Can you see?
Yeah, I wanted to see something. I just wanted to confirm something. Sorry, so I'm taking the class back.
No, it's there. It's fine. But I'm there already. Except.
I just wanted to see the different files we can read. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay. So one of the things with this, what's it called? With Notepad notice, you won't see all the methods. If it is a VS Code, I would have showed all the methods that you can use. So, yeah. Hello? Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay. So read underscore CSV here. So here you now provide it here. So, but what I want to do basically tonight is to create a function, a single function that we'll use to clean the data and create a new clean data that can be analyzed, visualized. All right. So that's what I want to do. So let's go. So now one of sorry, Mr. Peter, I might just go back there because of that question. Now, one of the reasons why I went back here is in the current students who are building their capstone project. One of the students was struggling with how to bring data in to their folder, what they were doing, and they needed they don't know how to bring in parts. But just like you said, I said this not because I did this so that you can understand that there are different ways. You can decide to put everything in the same folder. You don't need to create parts, or you can just copy the path where it is and just do it. So there are different ways. It's just the way of thinking of everyone, they are not the same. All right, so now let's go. So I'm going to start with the function. I want this to fast. We have already spent almost 45 minutes. How am I going to do this now? Okay, so let me just define a header for the data set, and then let's take it up from there. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so for those of you who were not in my class yesterday, so this is, I discussed about yesterday, and I said that a function is what you do when you don't want to have repeated code. Okay, so here, for example, I'm defining a function with a def keyword, and then followed by the name of the function. I'm trying to clean an automobile data. Then inside this function is taking two parameters. Okay, like I demo for you, I demo A and B and all of that. But then let's go. So here it's taking two parts. The input file, so where I'm loading the CSV file, and the one that will get printed, the clean data. So that is why this function is taking two parameters, right? Now the next thing I need to now define is the methods that will, the argument is what I just explained. So you can call it argument parameter. Anyway, it's not the same. So argument is what you provide at the point of calling the function. The parameter is what you are seeing right now, which is the input. All right, so let's go. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to define the header of the file. Okay, so if you look at the file like I showed you before, you will see what I said there. So I'm not sure it's still open, but let's check. Okay, it's still open. So if you look at the header here, you have symboling, normalize. Oh, sorry, are you seeing the entire screen? Oh no, sorry. Okay, all right, sorry, let me do that so that you can see the header. Google should not kick me out tonight. Okay, so let me just paste this header so that we don't waste much time. So now, so look at this header here. So this is what you have there. You have the symboling. I'll give you access to the file. So I will give you access to this code we are writing tonight after this class immediately. So then you have normalized losses, mark, fuel type, and I don't know much about car, but yes, this is all that we have in the header of our data set, right? Now, why is this necessary? So we need this in a situation where we will want to get, if there are no existing headers. Okay, if there are no existing headers, you will need a way to go to what to I need a way to put them here. Okay, so in a situation where the headers are not specific, or you don't know them, or they do not exist, you can specify them like this. This is a list, and I've explained what a list is yesterday in the class, right? Whoever is calling in the WhatsApp group, may God forgive you. All right, so now let's now go to the next thing I want to do. Now I want to be able to read the CSV file and replace anywhere that it is not a number, right? So that's what I want to do next. So how do I do that? I want to wrap it around a try and catch. And what is a try and catch? A try and catch is a situation where you want to run the CSV file, and if there are errors, it will cache it. So here we have the try. Okay, the try and catch error allow us to read our data. So we have the read method here. So here we are reading the CSV file, and then this is the input, the parameter we provided inside our function. So, and then here the header, and then we are providing the names of the headers, which is what we have here, the headers that we provided here. And anywhere that there are no values is replaced with a question mark. Okay, So if the files are there, if the file exists, it should tell us that the file exists and has been read successfully. And if in a situation that the file does not exist or the file is not found, it should throw an error. Okay, and that is why you are seeing this. So what try and catch does is to throw error. It shows that you have an error that is you have an error somewhere. So but if you just load it without wrapping it around the try and catch, you will not be able to get if there are errors in your process. Please, I want to be sure every one of you is listening to me. Okay, okay, thank God, I'm back. Okay, so this is how to run it. Better, I want to click one of my table. Okay, so this is how to wrap it around the try and catch. So I'm trying to read it and then wrap it inside the try and catch so that it will be able to get any error. Now if we understand this, let's proceed from here. Now I've been able to read the file exists successfully and there are no errors and the path is defined carefully. Now I'm going to, at the point of calling this function is where you are going to now call the file properly. Now the next thing I want us to start doing now is to clean and process the data that we have. So how do we do that? The first thing we need to do is to handle missing values, okay, for numerical columns by replacing them with the mean. And what do I mean by that? So let me do this. Where are we? So let me do this. So now there are times that, like I explained earlier, that you are dealing with what is it called? You are dealing with numerical columns that there you don't know, there are missing values and you can't tell. All right. So in such a situation, you will want to what? You will want to handle the missing values. And how do you do that? You do that by doing something like this. So here, so I'm creating a numerical, come out, yes. So I'm creating a numerical columns, and then I want to the normalized losses column, the ball column, the stroke, the horsepower, the peak RPM, and the price column. So now I want to look through them, okay, and then convert each column to numerical so that I'll coerce each error that may come up, okay. So and that is what is happening here. So you can see the def here, and then the column. Then I'm converting it. This is a method that is converting it to numerical, all right. And where there are error, it's being coerced. What it means is, I don't want to say press down, but for you to understand, I will use that word, okay. Then in a situation where there are missing values, it should say that missing values in the column has been replaced with the mean, and it should give us the mean of whatever has been replaced. So this is what we are doing at this level. Please, I want to be sure I'm not talking to myself. Do you understand what I'm doing? Hello? All right. Thank you, Mr. Ode. All right. Okay, so let's continue. So now what I want to do next is to be able to now this is how to handle missing values. All right. So the next thing I want us to do is handle missing values for categorical columns. So the first one we just did is where we are handling missing values for numerical columns. But how do we now handle categorical columns? So we can do something like this. So I'll just paste it here. Okay, like this. Okay, so in the categorical columns, I want to get the number of doors, and then I'm looping through inside the categorical columns that if the column is null, you should sum them, that is give me the total which is greater than 0, and then I'm checking that they are greater than 0 and also placing them. okay, and if this is successful, it should print that missing values in the column is replaced with a mode, and it should just return the mode. So this is what we are doing at the categorical level. So this is the numerical, so where we are doing that, and this is what categorical columns. Okay, now if that point is clear, please, I need to hear somebody. Are you with me? Can I continue?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. So now this is how to deal with categorical columns and numerical columns, and I've explained before. So if you have a number that is denoted by FOUR, for example, you will need to convert that categorical data to numerical data, which is 4 numerically, but alphabetically it will be FOUR there. But you need to convert it to numerical before you can perform, you can clean such columns. That is what we are saying at the categorical columns, right? And at the numerical columns, we are checking if there are missing values, and if there are missing values, okay, we are filling it with what? With a mean, and that's what we are doing here, okay? All right, so now if that is clear, let's continue. So now for the price column, it is very, very important, okay? The price column is very important in any data analysis. So if any price is missing from any data, you will need to fill them up, okay, especially if the data set is large, okay? So but we will just, for this one, this is just a demo. So what we'll do is this is just a demo, but if you are going to do any other manipulation, for example, you may want to drop them, okay, and you can use the drop numbers method. You may want to even reset the index after dropping the rows. You can do that. So but then if you look at what we've done so far, the major areas I want you to focus on is this categorical and numerical data. They are very, very important, and if you get to my class, I will explain in detail how this numerical and categorical data, what they really means, and how to deal with them in any data set you are cleaning or analyzing, right? Now with this that we've done, we can save our clean data, for example, okay? With what we've done, we can clean our clean data. So I can wrap it inside a try and catch, okay? Let me wrap it inside a try and catch, for example. And the reason for the try and catch, I've said it before. So you will need to write your try and catch, because if there are errors and you are not catching the error, how will you deal with it? So inside this try and catch, I want to save the new file, the output, okay? I'm saving it as a CSV file, all right? So, and it goes in, the index is false. Then I want to print that the clean data has been saved, okay, with the output, and I want to see the first 5 rows of the clean data. Then it should print the first 5 rows, okay? So the .head method will print the first 5 rows of the data, okay? Then I'm adding an except. What does this mean? It means that if there are error, you should print the error. So an error occur while saving the file, and it should pick the error. That's what this E is mean. So for those of you that are going for pure Python that reach out, I will tell you how to write a customized error like this. Okay, so this is a custom error handling method, right? So this is how to do it. Now, any question from what I've said so far? Any question from what I've said? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, thank you, Mr. Peter. All right, so if there are no questions, let me continue. So now, what I want to do now is, before I run this, you cannot just, now when you create a function like this, you will need to call the function. So this function cannot work unless it is called. It's just like a soldier that you have instructed to do something, and until you say go, it cannot go. Act, it cannot act, right? So that's the essence of the function. So it's a reusable. So anywhere, if we need to analyze another data, for example, we can still use this function. Okay, so it's a reusable block of code. So how are we going to do it? So I'm going to turn this into a script. Okay, and what turn this into a script is what I want to do right now. So I can write it like this. Yeah, somebody is talking. Yeah.
This on second try and catch.
Yes.
Function there. Format, is it a format quotation backward slash?
Yeah.
What does it mean before that? Clean data successful safety.
Oh, okay. Let me get it. Plain data. Okay, all right. Yes, so this is it. This df here is from here. Okay.
Yes, it's a variable.
It's a variable that is holding your data. Okay. Now we are now doing the dot to csv method. So the dot to csv method is a method that converts whatever you are dealing with into an csv file, and I said that this is the output. We want to get whatever we are getting. We want to create a csv file as an output. So this will give us the clean data we just cleaned. Okay, to give us a fresh data that has been cleaned. All right. So and this, yes, this output file part is what we declared inside this function. All right. Then you can see the index there. So if it is successful, it will tell us that it is successful and has been saved. If it is, it will also tell us that the first 5 row has been cleaned, and then it will print the first 5 row for us, which is the dot head method, which prints the first 5 row of the data. And then if there are errors, it will show the except error. And I said that this is a customized error handling method. Is that point clear? All right, so let's proceed. Okay, so I can now come down here and turn this to a script. That was what I was saying earlier. So I want to make this a script, so I can do something like this. Okay, now this is very important, especially if you are going to this is very important if you are creating scripts. That's the English. If you want to create any script, this is very, very important. As long as I do not do this and I just call the method, the function name, and just provide the output and the input file part, it becomes just a reusable function. But if I add this, I'm saying that it should call. I'm turning this into a script. That's just the basic way I can explain it for now. Okay, because there are more to this code than just saying that it's a script, right? So but if underscore name here is equal to main, all of this is what is turn this into a script. That's what I will say for now. All right, so that I don't get you confused. Okay, now having said that, so the next thing I want to do now is you remember the output and the what we said before. So I want to make sure that I want to give the input file. Okay, so you remember what we provided inside. So here no, bring it down like this. Yeah, so this is the input file, and I'm assigning our automobile part to it. Now I cannot just provide it here because they are not in the same folder. So what do? I will need to go and bring the part. Okay, so I'll go to where did I go the other time? Down yeah, so I'll copy part like this and then add a part here. Where are we? Okay, so I can add a part here like this. Okay, can you see how I'm adding the part? So I'm saying that you should go into the downloads, demo, then automobile. This is where you find the file. This is what I'm doing. Okay, Now this is for the input file. Now I can also do the same for the output file. Okay, so and then I can give it a name, but I'll just give it the cleaned output name. So I'll call it output data. Okay, let's call it output file. So I'll call it clean automobile data. That's what I want to call it. Okay, once it's generated. Now that we've done all of that, it is now time for us to now call the method and pass in, call our function and pass in the two parameter. So at this point it's no longer a parameter but an argument, because at this point we are calling the function. So like this. Okay, so we are calling the functions like this. So once I run this, let's run it like this, and let's see what comes out. All right, so now you can see what get printed for us. So the cleaned data successfully saved to your cleaned automobile CSV file. Then the first 5 rows of the clean data, which is, so this is the clean data, and it's giving us the first 5 rows after the cleaning operation we've done. Now if we want to perform a visualization with this data, now we can now use this new CSV file that we just created to create your visualization, and by so doing your visualization is clearer, understandable, and people can flow with it. So this is what it means to have clean data. I think I'm ready to take question now. Any question from what I've done so far? Any question from this? Is there anything you don't understand here that you want me to explain? Is there any question I should take here before I move further from here? Hello, anyone? Okay, Mr. Peter, do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do. So initially I thought it was a beginner's class. So I now understand what you're trying to achieve with this session. Is a demonstration class.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's at the high level. So I was only consigned for the beginners in the class.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So I've been doing this, so different set of people, different set of questions, and different set of how you should handle. All right. For those of you who don't know, just joining is not enough. I know that some of you are even working in data based on the information from Facebook for me, the ads. So I know that some of you are working with data. So I know that they are elementary and beginners here. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much. So but now this is how to deal with the data. If you want to perform visualization, you can perform visualization with this. If you want to do any other data operations, now that the data is clean and it is being can I say normalized now, it is now being useful. So don't ever visualize a data that is not accurate and you don't understand. This is very, very critical. And why is it critical? Take for example, you are talking with bankers who gave you access to the data of their transaction from people people based on, banks know where each of your money is going. They know if it is for airtime, they know if it is for the oil, they know where your money is going. Now they now give you access to this data. Each of these data, you can't say accurately that they are accurate. Even though there are no missing values, you can't say they are accurate, because what if the money that went out was not actually for what the feedback you get from that API? What if it is for something else? Okay, and what if your system even the transaction that was reversed, it recorded it as a inflow? So in that situation, you will need to clean data. It is very, very paramount. Don't go and start analyzing data that you've not cleaned. It's just the same way you cannot eat in a plate that is dirty. You have to clean the plate before you put in food inside. It's the same way you must deal with data. And again, part of what I always tell my students is, when you are doing visualization, please know the kind of audience you are speaking to. The audience you are speaking to determines how you are going to speak with them. If you are speaking to marketers, don't come and be telling them how you use NumPy to clean the data and use Pandas and Matplotlib to do visualization. They don't understand that technicality. What they understand is money coming in? Is it going out? How much are we losing? How much can come in if we do this so and so? If this we do this so and so, what is the result? That is what they want to hear. If you are now speaking with data scientists, you can now go into technicalities. So even as a data analyst, there are different things that you must know beyond just coding data, beyond just understanding data. Okay? And I'm saying this from experience that I've gotten from people who are working, and even the current students. Sometimes you want them to to come and explain what they've done. They will now tell you the technicality. No. So it depends on the people you are speaking to. Always know your audience. Always know your audience. You can't speak to the same way you speak to people that work in the bank. Should be different from people you speak. The way you speak to people who work in let's say people that are into e-commerce business, for example, and you are analyzing their data and giving them feedback and then giving them projections. If you are speaking with them, the way you speak to them should be different from the way you speak with bankers. Bankers deals with money. The e-commerce person deals with numbers, is what is very important to bankers. Okay, the same thing is for e-commerce, but the mode of communication must be very different. You must understand. Don't bring technicality to speak what? Data. And this is where I will end the class today, and I want to say thank you so much for joining the class. So do you have any further question for me and any feedback? Do you enjoy the class? Is there anything you think I may need to improve? You can also DM me if you want. Okay, anything, and then I'll give you your final access to the file and then to the CSV file. Yeah, anything? Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. All right. Okay. 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 So, but please let me get one or two feedback. How do you see the class? Is it boring? Was it enlightening? Do you understand what I said?
It's not boring. Function that we created.
Yes.
Not a straight way. And in fact, it threw me unbalanced.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And I think you also asked the question, but you didn't answer the question.
Okay, I didn't answer the question.
I know the man currently speaking asked you a question. He was asking for something. I don't think he was laughing.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I can't just scroll up to the function.
Okay.
So I'll show you what he was asking.
Oh, thank you so much. Here.
He was just asking for the print function. He wants to know the function of that /n. It's a new line.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, it's a new line. Oh, yes, it's a new line.
What do you call it, sir?
New line. So what it simply means is once you print to this level, go to the next line before you start another one. So that is what it means. Then you see, okay. All right.
I think that should be at the output side.
Okay, here.
Yes.
So yes, and you can only do this when you use the format string. Okay, so this is just saying that when print this on one line, if there is any other thing to print, go to the next line. That's what it means. Don't, it's saying that don't put them on the same line. So if I let me remove it and run the code again so that you see. So if I remove it like this, just be seeing now, you can see that I've removed the /n/n. So if I go back and I run the code again, let me run the code again, and you see how the text is going to come out now. Look at how it came out here. But now that I've removed it, let's see. Where is it? Okay, so look at how it's now jam packed. Are you see? Can you see how it's now jam packed? Do you see? So there is no next to the next line. Everything is just in one line. But with the next line, everything is in the next line. Okay, so if I come here, I'll do /n like this, and if I run again, you should do this. It should not be jam packed like this again. So can you see now? It's now neat. Do you see? So
Okay.
yes, so read successfully, move to the next line, move to the next line. So that is it. All right, thank you so much for joining the call. Thank you for participating, and also, so for those of you that are here, if you are interested in my 12 weeks Python for Data Science Accelerator course, and you are interested, so this is the time I'm giving bonus for those of you that have been here yesterday and today. So I'm giving you a discount. Okay, so if you are interested, you can DM me and I will tell you the price. But tomorrow, when we are building our machine learning model, is where I will unveil and invite you to the course. But I'm inviting you now to the course. All right, and it is where I will explain everything from beginner, just like I've done so far, take you by the hand until you are able to build a capstone project that you can walk away with. There will be LinkedIn optimization and for you, and also a CV review for you. So this is what we do at Jacob Issa Programming Hub. So if you are interested, you can send me a DM. I'm giving a discount to the first 5 people who showed interest tonight. All right. All right, thank you so much, and God bless you. If there are questions, you can always DM me if you have issue, and this recording, I will send it to the group right now after this call. Thank you so much. All right, do have a pleasant night rest.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye bye.